Hello, and thank you so much for dropping by this video. My name is Arthur, and I am delighted to be sharing a very special healing I had this evening. Uh, so, for anyone who's new to this channel, you can find out more information in the link that's in the chat box or the link below. This channel is all about the power of God. Now, that the word God is very, very loaded. Can mean many different things to different people. I just mean it as the benevolent creator and source of everything. And that source, that power, that love that made everything is absolutely available to help and actually heal. So, in 2013, I got involved in an unhealthy relationship that was a long distance relationship. I didn't know at the time it was unhealthy. But after the first time I drove down, I noticed I was quite tense from the drive, which was unusual. I didn't know what to make of that. And when I got back, I just really didn't feel good physically. The second time down, it was even worse. And when I came back, it just felt, really physically unwell, and the tension stuck with me. The third time down, after I came back, I felt I'd kind of been injured in some way. There was chronic tension to where now it was difficult even to sit. And that lasted for many, many years. And so I tried doing stretching. I tried doing tuning in or Einstellung, which is what this channel is all about receiving that energy. And it just didn't help. The stretching maybe helped me manage it a little bit, but it didn't resolve it. And then a few days ago, first of all, driving was just not fun. Like, I just came to despise driving, and more than a half hour of driving in one day left me feeling really uncomfortable. And so this really, of course, limited my activities and limited my capacity to travel. So a few days ago, I had quite a bit of driving on my schedule, a lot more than I wanted. And then all of a sudden I had an inspiration to put on Bruno Grinning's Circle of Friends music, which isn't something I do often. And for anyone who's new, that's music that was created by an organization called the Bruno Grinning Circle of Friends, while the people are doing this practice of receiving the divine energy. And many people believe that energy then comes through the music. And I've been kind of on the fence whether that was true or not, but I just felt the impulse to really play it. And I did. And instantly I felt something very special. I felt a deep peace. And then I just tuned in the whole way, and I felt such a deep peace. But then I actually made a mistake. I left something that I needed to pick up. So I actually was going to have to do, on top of already having done too much driving, I was going to have to do another 40 minutes. But I just gave away all my fear and my body felt pretty good. I was surprised. At that point, I think I had done like maybe an hour of driving in that day. And so now I was going to have to do an extra 40 minutes, which normally that would just leave me feeling very unwell physically. So I just played the music and tuned in, received the energy. And when I was all done driving, I was in shock. My body felt so good. And I woke up the next morning feeling so good. But even more precious than that, during the drive, I had such a feeling of connection with Bruno Grinning. He's the spiritual teacher who teaches this practice. And I don't know how to describe it. Like, his mind touched my mind, or I was able to see into his mind. I don't know, but it was very intimate, very close. Like, our minds came very close together. And I just had this feeling of complete trust in God, complete and absolute trust in God, which I'd known that intellectually, but now I felt it. And it was profound. So not only did I have a healing of this chronic tension, not only then has now this freed me up to be able to drive, just completely taken limits off how much driving I can do. Oh, and by the way, the next day I had even more driving, 2.5 hours. My body felt great. So that was 2 days in a row of a lot of driving. And I woke up after that second day completely relaxed, physically and medically impossible. And yet there it is. Nothing is impossible for this force, for this divine force. And on top of all of this, I really got to experientially know what faith is. It's just absolute trust in the divine. So thank you so much for dropping by this healing report. And to anyone who's new, please do check out the website for more information. I know that sounds like a sales pitch. There's no money involved in this for how you can experience help and healing on the spiritual path. Take care. Big love.